everywhere, contented to be there, in respect of the love I bear. So how you could be contented, why be not in respect of the love we bear there, in respect of the love there, there. How he showed me this, he loves his own one better than he loves our house. Let me see some more. The purpose you undertake is dangerous. Wow, that's such is dangerous to take the cold, to sleep, to drink. But I tell you, my Lord, fool, out of this narrow danger, we pluck this flower. Safety, the purpose you undertake is dangerous. The friend you have named uncertain, the time itself unsorted, and your whole plot to lie for the counterpose of so great an opposition. Say it so, say it so, I'll say you again. You are a shallow, cowardly hind, and you lie. What a lack brain is this? By the Lord, our plot is a good plot, as never was laid. Our friends true and constant, a good plot, good friends, and full of expectation. An excellent plot, very good friends. But a frosty spirit in Logan is why, my Lord, if your commands the plot and the general course of action, sound that I would now buy this rascal. I could brain him with his lady's fan. Is there not my father, my uncle, and myself, Lord? Edmund Mortimer, my Lord, York, and Owen Glinda. Is there not besides the Douglas? Have I not all their letters to meet me in arms by the 9th of God next month? And are they not some of them set forward? What a pagan rascal is this, an infidel? Ha! You shall see now, in very sincerity of fear and cold heart, will he to the king and lay open all our proceedings. Oh, I could define myself and go to buffets for moving such a dish of skin milk with so honorable an action. Hang him, let him tell the king we are prepared. I was sent forward tonight. How now, Kate? I must leave you within these 2 hours. Oh, my good Lord, why you thus alone? For what offense have I this fortnight been? A banished woman from my Harry's bed. Tell me, sweet Lord, what is that takes from thee? Thy stomach, pleasure, and thy golden sleep. Why dost thou bend thine eyes upon the earth? Stop so often when thou sits alone. Why hast thou lost the fresh blood in my cheeks, giving my treasures and my rights of thee? To think I'm using encouragement, melancholy, in thy face numbers I gladly have watched out and heard thee murmur tales of high walls, speak terms of menace to thy bowing steed.
retires of trenches, tents of palace of ghosts, frontiers, fabrics of basilisks, of cannon covering, of prisoners ransom and of soldiers slain, and all the currents of a heady fire. Thy spirit within thee hath been so at war, and thus hath so bestirred thee in thy sleep, that beads of sweat have stood on thy brow, and like bubbles in a lake's disturbed stream, and in thy face strange motions have appeared, such as we see, and then restrain their breath on some great sudden hest. Oh, what pardons are these? Some heavy business hath my Lord in hand, and I must know it, else he loves me now.
Horse, my Lord, he brought me now. What horse around the clock is it not? It is my Lord that home shall buy my throne. Throne is it not? It is my Lord that home shall buy my throne. Well, I will back him straight. Oh, experience is not let it fall into the park.
Carry you away. Why my horse, my love, my horse? Why my horse, my love?
Are you mad? We don't have not such a deal of spleen as you are tossing and feet. I know your business, Harry, that I will. I fear my brother Mortimer Gloucester about his title, and has sent for you to line his enterprise. But if you go, still talk, for I shall be willing to let love come. Come, you Calokito, answer me directly unto this question that I ask. In faith, I'll break thy little finger, Harry, and if thou wilt not tell me all things true.
Away, you trifler love. I love thee not. I cannot for thee. This is no world to play with mammoths and to tempt with lips. We must have bloody noses and crack crowns and pass them current too. Lodge me, my horse. What say'st thou, Kate? What wouldst thou have with me?
Do you not love me? Do you not indeed? Well, do not then, for since you love me not, I will not love myself. Do you not love me? Nay, tell me if you speak in jest or no.
Come on up now, see me ride. And when I am on horseback, closer, for I well believe thou wilt not utter what thou dost not know. And so far will I trust thee, gentle King.